your presence, I find joy. In your presence, I find peace. In your presence, I find rest and strength for every test. Don't ever wanna leave. No, that song doesn't belong to me, so I'll run with it anywhere. It's from this preacher that I used to follow, and it was one of his devotional songs. I don't know that I'm sure he copyrighted it, but I don't know that he made it like into a song. It's just little things that he made up for us to sing in the morning. But I love it because I feel like every time I pick up my deck of cards, I come in the presence of the Holy Ghost. And, you know, for anybody who finds me later on from my other page and, oh my God, you're delving into the unknown, the occult, whatever. You guys playing cards. And I've come to a point in my life where I believe what my ancestors have taught me. All right, so the question is, the current regime that we're under right here in America, and I call it a regime because of what they're doing. So I want to know if what's going on with the guy Sascha Riley. Sascha Riley Barrows, B-A-R-O-S. I think his first name is William Sascha. I'm not sure about the William part, but I see some people put that in their title. Whatever this guy is saying about the people in this current Congress and the regime, and especially the head boss of the regime, if whatever he said in his interview last year, November 2025, the thing that's going viral right now, I want to know if that's going to be the thing that brings down the head clown. I got that from Dr. Jennifer Lee Servest. That's her name for him, the head clown. Is that going to be the thing that brings him down? Meaning, is what he's saying the truth? Are those two different questions? Should I ask if what he's saying is the truth? Should we go with that first? Let's go with that first. Is what Sascha saying the truth? The truth as he remembers it, because I feel like people who suffer trauma, they remember things differently sometimes. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean the thing didn't happen the way they said it happened. Maybe some little details are off. So I'm going to do 3 cards again, like from the last video. ChatGPT said when I start reading, start with 3 cards because it's easier. And remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. And I'm just a tarot reader, well, trying to be a tarot reader on the internet. And I don't know what I'm talking about, okay? So this is the hidden influence. I'm always going to show it to you first. I don't know what it is. The devil. Temptation, indulgence, addiction. Well, this guy was addicted to stuff. From his interviews, I have not listened to the interviews personally because I don't want to be traumatized for the rest of my life, but I've seen people summarize what was going on. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go on YouTube and look up the name Sascha, S-A-S-C-H-A Riley. I think it's R-I-L-E-Y. Okay, look up that name and a bunch of videos are going to come up with people giving you a summary of what was said on Substack. I have not ventured over to Substack. So he was addicted. They forced him into addiction. And then the 10 of Pentacles is about wealth, inheritance, and stability. I feel like this guy is stable. Me personally, I think the guy is telling the truth. You know, I think he's telling the truth because he said the bad things he did too, even though he was forced to do the bad things. He said what he did. And if you're lying, you're going to make yourself look pretty the whole way through. So I don't know what the 10 of Pentacles mean in this because, you know, I'm new to this. But it says wealth, inheritance, stability. So I'm going to go with stability intuitively. And the 7 of Wands, he has to defend himself. Yeah, a lot of people don't want to cover this story because they said that it hasn't been verified, and I don't blame them. You know, I'm talking about people who bring the news, but some of them have gotten like bitterly angry at their viewers and start cussing out their viewers like, I don't want to talk about this. You know, this is not adding up, blah, 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 blah. Well, I saw a card reader. Well, she's a remote viewer / card reader. And yesterday she came on with her friend who's a very stable guy. And they were talking about this timeline, you know, with something the guy said, and it made a lot of sense to me. Her name is Oracle of Whimsy. I don't remember what the name is. I think she has the guy's name in her video, the Sascha guy name in her video. But around the 12-minute mark is when she started to talk about a timeline of something that could have possibly happened for real, like the guy said. So this, when I made this card, I remember one of the tip didn't come out because one of the things was blocking it. So I went and I photoshopped the tip in there. So this is defending oneself. Now let's see. So this is what it is now. And maybe the guy probably is still addicted. He's a a military guy, retired though, but with what he went through, I wouldn't blame him. This is the challenge. The guy's not asking for no money. I don't even think he wrote a book. And then this is the outcome. He has to defend himself, right? He has to verify. He said he wants to testify in front of Congress and under oath and take a lie detector test. Nine of Cups, fulfillment, satisfaction, gratitude, luxury. I think from these cards right here, I really do feel like he's telling the truth. So I don't know. Could I read that second question into this too? That if it's going to bring down the regime? No, we should read again. I answered my own question. We should read again. And one of these days I'm going to do a live, but I have to do the live through StreamYard. So I have to hook up this channel to my StreamYard. I'm just like setting the cards back in there randomly. And we'll do a live to where we can read for the 10 of you. I only have 10. We could do like a 3-card spread for each person that comes in the live, and maybe all 10 will not come on. Let's say 2 or 3 people come on. We could do that, right? Comment below if you want to see me do that. I really love that you guys have subscribed, because the people who have subscribed, and some of you I know from my other channel, right? I know you guys, I talk to you on the phone. My sister's here. Hey, Trace. Yeah, you guys watch 100% of my videos, and that matters in YouTube land, okay? I'm really glad that I reached over 100,000 at my other channel, but I'm really sad that a lot of people don't watch. Over here, I only have 10, but they watch, and that matters. I used to tell my daughter that when she would perform, I would say, if there's one person in that audience, you perform like there's a million. She went to a function one time, a breast cancer function that she had to sing for, and the stage was packed because the belly dancers, the older women belly dancers, were on stage, and when they left to go to another stage to perform, the people left with them because they were fun, right? My daughter came on and there were literally 3 people in the audience at an outdoor event, and you could see she lost it. She did her songs, but no energy, anything like that. And so then when she came off stage, I didn't scold her right away. Matter of fact, I never scold her, but I'll give her advice to do better next time. I told her, you did great. She did great. She hit all her notes. She just didn't have the energy, right? And so then she went off, did whatever she was going to do the rest of that day. And at the end of that day, when she came home, I said, I want to talk with you about your performance. I said, you hit all the right notes, everything, da-da-da. But you did not appreciate those 3 people that stayed behind for you. They mattered. They mattered. They stayed for you. And she goes, yeah, I realized afterwards, I'll never do that again. And she's never done that again. If it's one person, she performs like it's a million people there. So first card we're going to pull, move some. Second card, so the first card is what it is now. The second card is the challenge, and the third card is the outcome, and then hidden underneath it all, I'm going to show it to you. First, the question is, will his testimony, I'm going to call it testimony so far, even though he's not been in court or anything, will his testimony be the thing that brings down this current regime? 6 of Pentacles, generosity, support, charity, sharing. Intuitively, I'm going to pick up on the word sharing. He's sharing his experience. He's sharing. That's what it is now. The challenge is the Page of Swords. And if you notice my sweet puppy right there, we have a knife on the ground, the pumpkin, her little book, because she has an inquisitive mind, curious messenger, observant. He's bringing a message. This guy's bringing a message. There's curiosity into the message, right? But because there's curiosity, a lot of people believe and a lot of people don't believe what he's saying, because it's so heinous what he's saying, right? So that's the challenge. The outcome is the 8 of Cups. Walking away. Is the head clown going to walk away? Is he going to resign like Nixon did? I seriously doubt that, because that narcissists don't walk away. Well, they do. They do. They will walk out of your life if you're not giving them attention. Holy crap. Julie, what do you think this means for that question? Is this man's testimony going to bring down this regime? And I get the walking away card. Walking away from what no longer serves him. See? See the man in the card? My hubby? He walking away from them cups. Ooh, emotional. Let's see what's hidden underneath it all, which you've already seen. The 2 of Wands. Ave Maria. They're going to take a different... It's a different crossroads. Planning, decisions, discovery, crossroads. They planning. If he doesn't walk away on his own, they planning. They planning to either impeach him or they planning to 25th Amendment him. Oh, I think it's, I'm excited. I'm excited. You guys, what do you think about this spread? If you guys are learning along with me, I don't care if you have to go look it up on Google, go look it up on Google. Say, what do you think this means? Julie's gonna have to comment a lot on these videos. Okay guys, I like this one. I really like this read, and I like the last video that I did with my daughter's read. All right, so come back again for whatever we're gonna read on. Oh, drop questions down below if you want to see me read on something. All right, remember, this is for entertainment purposes only, and tarot can't predict the future. All right, we're just reading energy at the moment. Energy, what they like to say, energy is mutable, meaning it changes, you know, from time to time. And so I can read this right now in this moment, which is 9:59 in the morning on Friday. What's the date? January the 15th. I don't want to always give you the date when I'm reading though. And this energy can change by this evening. But for right now, this is very interesting. I'm going to go show this to Jada. Don't ever want to leave. I don't ever want to leave. No, I don't ever want to leave. I come back for the gush. This is the gush after the ending of the video. I don't ever want to leave your presence. All right, I'm gonna cut the deck, and we're gonna pick one card for the collective. All right, one card draw. And guess what? I'm gonna pick the bottom one. The Two of Swords, indecision, stalemate, avoidance. What are we avoiding? I know what I'm avoiding. I have to go write somebody an email, and I know what I'm avoiding. What are you avoiding? I love my little card. I love my little card. Yeah. And remember, I only read upright. Okay?